And on this Thursday, April 16th, 2026 edition of Newsmakers, Pope Leo is denouncing world leaders who manipulate religion for political gain.
Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers." But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth.
The Pope's pushback during his speech in Cameroon comes during his public schism with President Trump. Meanwhile, the president is back with a new AI image just days after receiving public criticism for sharing a different post some say appeared to depict him as Jesus. Trump defended himself over the now-deleted post and said he thought it was depicting him as a doctor. The president's latest AI-created image shows Jesus embracing Trump with an American flag behind them. He shared the post with the caption, "The radical left lunatics might not like this, but I think it is quite nice." Human Rights Watch, in a detailed new report, says Chinese authorities are increasing pressure on underground Catholic communities to join the state-controlled official church, while tightening surveillance and travel restrictions on all of China's estimated 12 million Catholics. The report says the heightened pressure is part of a decade-old campaign to ensure that religious denominations and independent churches are loyal to the officially atheist Communist Party. China's Catholics have been divided between an official state-controlled church that didn't recognize papal authority and an underground church that remained loyal to Rome through decades of persecution. The Montana Supreme Court is upholding an injunction allowing residents to amend driver's licenses and birth certificates to match their gender identity. The court ruled the impacts of a 2023 law defining sex as biological constitute sex discrimination. In a 5-2 ruling, the court upheld a preliminary injunction blocking the law. The ruling is preliminary, and a full trial remains pending. A new Gallup poll shows more young men than young women in the U.S. now say religion is very important in their lives. This is the first time young men have surpassed young women on this measure of religiosity, going back 25 years. The poll found that 42% of young men value religion highly, up from 28% in 2023. Over the same time, young women's attachment to religion has stayed low at about 30%. The trend is unique to Gen Z, as women over the age of 30 are still more religious than men. Much of the growth in religiosity is happening among young Republicans. The data shows that since 2022-23, religious attendance has increased among Republican young men and women compared to Democratic men and women. The percentage of young Republican men who attend church, synagogue, mosque, or temple at least weekly has been rising since 2019, while young Democratic men's attendance has largely fallen. There's a similar pattern among women. Now only about a quarter of Democratic women under 30 attend church at least monthly, compared to about 6 in 10 young Republican women. Overall, Gallup's data also shows that only 47% of Americans said religion was very important to them last year, which is down from 58% in 2012. Religious non-affiliation has seen a rise, with 24% of Americans identifying as having no religion. Attendance for religious services has also seen a dip. And that's Newsmakers for this Thursday, April 16th, 2026 edition. I'm Keith Black.